It's a cantilevered walking dildo. I mean, that's a hell of a way to describe a stalker. I mean, I would... Ernst, I don't know if you can, but I would argue that probably goes in the quotes section of the Discord. I mean, that deserves to be saved for posterity. No, I'm not disagreeing with you, Lumberjack. I've never heard a stalker described in that way. But as soon as you said it, I was like, no, yeah, you're right. I get it. Alright, we got another 5 days. Again, we didn't really take any hits. I'm concerned that if they put us in another urban environment, like... These urban maps are killing me, chat. I mean, we don't have any other pilots, though. I was thinking... Maybe we put together another light mech just to give us some mobility, but... God, it sucks. I guess we'll just make do with what we got. Make do with what we got. Let's fast forward. I mean, we don't have to repair anything. We don't have anything else going on, so... let's see what the next mission is. Oh, no. Early in the morning, Dr. Murad knocks on your door excitedly. Commander, we have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'm not supposed to share this, but Morgan Kell contacted me directly. He needs my expertise to study a rare piece of lost tech. Do we let her go? May I don't see any downside, right? There aren't many records on how 400-year-old technology works. I know it's a lot to ask, but if you can grant me 1 week, 500,000 C-bills, and a dozen mech techs, I think we can really help him. Unless it's not actually Morgan Kell. I mean, this is true. I mean, we have the money, we have the mech tech skill. I'm good with it. Let's see. After Dr. Murad returns from helping Morgan Kell, she calls you to the command center, a holovid of Kell shumaged in the air. I regret not going to you directly, Commander, but my self-imposed exile hasn't kept the Curetans from hunting me. It's hard to know who I can trust anymore, but I took a calculated risk with Dr. Murad. Dr. Murad played down her success, but she did far better work than my last engineer. She mentioned your contributions provided the final push she needed. I'll send over a token of thanks for my time in the periphery. Just don't go waving it around, alright? One more thing. If you ever hear any tales about a phantom mech, don't correct them. The holovid blinks out and Kell vanishes. So they gave us a command console, and we basically lose a bunch. I mean, let's go see what it does. Let's see if it's the command console, or what. A vote for the cantilevered walking dildo is a vote for the future. I mean, you're not wrong. It would indeed be a brighter future for all of us, and I think we could all use something better to look forward to. Let's see. If we go into the mech bay and I look at the components. Under equipment. Let's see. I mean, okay. Command console. Okay, so this is just the base game command console. It's +1 initiative, extra accuracy with indirect fire, injuries resisted, increased resolve gain for all player units. So it's not bad. It's just, it's 4 tons. Let's see. I mean, really, the only mech with enough free tonnage to put it in would be the Awesome. But Do I really want to do that, is the question. Battletech, are you okay? There we go. I don't know that I can drop 4 tons to make room for the console. If we drop the location designator, the heat exchanger... and 1 ton of Rack 2 ammo, then that makes room for the command console, but... Wait, what? Okay, chat, am I stupid? 4 tons. Not 4 tons. Base cockpit is 1 ton, you're replacing it. Ah, there we go. No, but that doesn't make sense either. No, it does say it weighs 1 ton. Okay, my bad. My bad. And apparently we already had one of these. Again, I just don't know if it's worth it. I mean, it lets us put the rack ammo back in. We didn't really need the heat exchanger. But I have to give up the location designator. They found the cow on another field, so he did keep going. Erst was right. The cow did not want to be with its people. It wanted to roam free. Oh no. Swift draw, why? Now I have to do it. Now I have to do it. Some of you are gonna know what this is. Some of you are not. Blame Swiftdraw for this. No, that's not what I want. I want the song, not just the guy. There we go. There you go. You get the song, Chad. So, I mean, Chad, do we do the command console? It does. It does give a lot of bonuses. I tell you what, I'm not gonna do it, and here's why. Because most of the time when I put myself in, it's for like a duel or something, where having a command console doesn't really matter. And I see a hyena boy. Hydration incoming. Do we have a medium mech we could slap a heavy Gauss in? I mean, Crappy, you see what we have. The only thing I've got besides that is a Centurion, a Blackjack Omni, and then a bunch of light mech leftovers from the early game. So, I can either put a Heavy Gauss in a Blackjack Omni or put it in a Centurion. Take your pick. There you go. That's your quick maths. Centurion because it's cooler. Look, I appreciate the Centurion. The Centurion has a mohawk. I'm not asking if it's a good idea. I'm asking if that's what Crappy wants to do. I mean, if we were gonna put it on anything, will it fit in an arm slot? No, it has to be a torso slot. And I don't think this has a ballistic torso slot? Question mark? I was gonna say, we could try to put it in a hunchback. But we'd have to have a hunchback, which we don't. We have 3 parts of the hunchback, but we don't have enough to put one together. I don't think the Blackjack... no, the Blackjack Omni might be able to get away with it, because I think it has some side torso slots. No, the thing is, with the Heavy Gauss, you have to put it in a torso location. You can't put it in an arm location because it's too many critical slots. So we could put it in a hunchback if we had enough parts to put one together. How heretical is a Blackjack with a Heavy Gauss? I mean, considering that would probably be the only weapon system we can put on it, not only would it be a close-range weapon in a long-range mech, it would then also be an asymmetrical design, which I think is extra heresy points. There's only one problem with that, and it's that the Blackjack Omni is an Omni mech, which means we can't play with the internals at all. All we can do is mess with the weapons. We don't have any control over the internal components. Like the engine core, like the gyro, none of that. No, you can't fire long range. It literally says its max range is 390. And for context, an AC-20's maximum range is 360. So it's, what, 1 hex farther than an AC-20's maximum range? So, I'm just saying. Now, don't get me wrong. If somebody wants to ping me on the Discord, because a Heavy Gauss should not have a maximum range of 390. It should have, well, something in the neighborhood of a regular Gauss rifle. But if somebody wants to ping me on the Discord, I can absolutely go into the files and modify the Heavy Gauss to have something closer to what its correct maximum range should be. But as for right now, it's kinda useless. That's okay. We can make it bigger. We can make it better. Anyway. Let's get back to the Argo and start the next mission. Yeah, just somebody, anybody, ping me in the Discord about that. Because I don't check the Discord until after the stream is over anyway, so I'll see that after the stream, and then I'll go in and do it. Lumberjack, not in BTA, anyway. The Heavy Gauss is not a variable range bracket thing. The Heavy Gauss is what it is. Like I said, I can fix it. I just can't fix it right now. Not without shutting the whole game down and restarting it. And we can't do that because we got war crimes to commit. Alright, let's see. This one's gonna be another capture base in urban. You're killing me. You're killing me, Rosslehag. Good lord. And it feels like the payouts for these missions are getting lower for each one that we do. Like, the first one was 500 and something, then the last one was like 350, and then this one's like 325. It's like the more missions we do for them, the less they're fucking paying us. Before we get underway, though, I will do... Well, you know what? Never mind. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Back it up! Back it up! Back it up! I saw what you tried to do there. Give me my money. Alright, here's what I think we do to try to mitigate some of the shenanigans. I think we put Bob back in because aircraft are going to be useful in an urban environment. And as much as I would like for our rookies to get involved, we got to mix it up. So what I'm going to do is... Well, first of all, I'm gonna make sure that we get Zombie Wolf out of here and get Warsh out of here. And instead, we're gonna put in the Panic at the Disco and the Ben Richards, and I'm gonna get our light mechs in here because we need something with mobility. Let me see. Where is... There we go. For some reason, I was completely missing Vio. They hired us to do all these at once. I mean, I'm just saying. I'll keep Sarakek because the Stormcrow is pretty maneuverable. It's pretty fast. Do we have enough to drop in the Manticore? No. Alright. I'm trying to think. Think we drop the Temu Stalker. Let's put in the Archer. What else can we do to improve mobility? I mean, I'm gonna keep Travis because Travis is running an indirect fire platform, which means they'll be able to fire over things. But that, yeah, it's still not going to give us enough for the Manticore. Do we have enough for... I mean, I don't... Yeah. So that's pretty much all we can do. And Capsty coming into the chat on a Sunday/Monday in the land down under. Good to see you, Capsty. Thanks for joining us. And hopefully the weekend did you right. Speaking of, well, unfortunately, Crappy, there's no way to put you in because there's no more Lance slots available. I'm gonna keep the Stormcrow because it's fast. I'm keeping Travis for the mortars. The Huron Warrior's good because it's got decent mobility and long range. And then I'm going with light mechs here so that we've got the mobility. But for the Aussies, the Aussies in the chats, you guys, I'm sure, if you weren't paying attention on the Discord, will be pleased to know that I have been on a binge of Big Stack on YouTube. And I don't know, so I have a question. I have a question about Big Stack. Because I noticed in all of his videos, like at the end when he does the thing and he writes out the value of all the stuff that he melted down, I notice he always puts it in New Zealand dollars at the top, as if that's his native currency, but then he's flying an Australian flag. So I'm like, is he Australian and living in New Zealand? He's a troll? Is that actually what it is? No, it is. Trust me, Arpia. I know, because that was the first thing in my mind. But no, I've played a lot of historical war games, and yes, I know. If you don't know what you're looking for, the Australian and New Zealand flag are almost identical. But no, it is, in fact, I mean, unless I completely missed it, there is no red on the stars on the flag that he flies. As best I can tell, it's an Australian flag. Yeah, I do in fact play map games. See, that's the thing though, is like maybe he's a Kiwi and he's living in Australia. But then why would he fly an Australian flag? Like that's what I don't understand. I'm just, like, I don't know. I didn't know if anybody else knew, but I was like, is he, like, it's just weird that he would prefer the New Zealand currency, but then fly the Australian flag. I mean, I guess technically, an Australian living in New Zealand flying an Aussie flag wouldn't be all that dissimilar from, you know, the people that we have here in Texas that fly a Mexican flag, or Spanish flag, or Portuguese flag, or Colombian flag. So I guess it's not all that strange, it's just, I don't know. At any rate, chat, enough about that, let's get underway. Let's get underway. Oh yeah, no, so, and again, flag nerd. It is, in fact, possible to fly the Union Jack upside down because, so in the diagonal white lines, the red is bolder on the top in the upper left-hand corner, if I believe. Like, the red is on top of the upper left-hand diagonal line. And that's how you can tell whether the flag is upside down. I might be remembering wrong. And so therefore, if you flip the flag over, then the red is on the bottom because, like, it follows that same pattern around clockwise or counterclockwise so that it, like, as if the clock's on a hand. So if you flip it over, then the white in the upper left corner is on top instead of on the bottom. Can you fly the Swiss flag upside down? That one I don't think you can. Because the cross is supposed to be dead center in the middle of the flag. So theoretically, I don't think you can fly it upside down. But I'm not an expert. Wait, who is this? I feel like I've heard a very similar song to this. I gotta see who the artist is on this one. If Battletech will unfuck itself so that I can actually alt-tab. There we go. Okay, I do recognize the artist. Got it. I'm not crazy. Did the game freeze? I mean, no more than it normally does. It locks up in the loading screen, but it had locked up to the point where I couldn't even alt-tab out of it, but it should be working now. No, it does. But keep in mind, the other thing, Erst, is we're now on our 3rd mission on an urban map, and we're also 5 hours into the stream, so the memory buffer is probably screaming in agony right now. This is part of the reason that I want to just get through this contract and get it over with, because the more urban maps we do, the more that the performance is gonna suffer. So we're also getting another bonus for avoiding collateral damage, but of course we're gonna get fucking ambushed like we always do, so let's see from where the ambush is coming.
Moving to position.
Also, does anybody know why the game so heavily prefers to have the Blackjack Omni show up? Because I swear, like, are Blackjack Omnis just way more common than I remember in the Fedcom Civil War era? Or is that just some kind of weighting issue? Where it's just weighted way too high in the drop list?
Heading out. I copy.
It's probably accidentally weighted too high. I mean, so my theory, just completely off the cuff here without knowing anything about it. My theory would be, I bet they give the Blackjack Omni to almost every faction. Like, it's on the drop table for almost every faction. And so you can see it, and because it's a mid-weight mech that has a lot of flexibility, then they put it in everything because there's just so many different variants of it. So if you need a 50-ton mech with lasers, you got it. If you need a 50-ton mech with missiles, you got it. If you need a 50, like, it can fill so many different roles that I think the game just wants to spam it. Let me see. Where is Brewster? Okay, there's Brewster, and there's Arcos. Chad, I'm gonna do something funny. I'm gonna do some shenanigans. Okay, I'm not gonna do some shenanigans.
Heading out.
I'm gonna do this. Next turn, I'm gonna do some shenanigans. I'm gonna have King Bob carry around the Devastator. And we're gonna rain AC-10, Ultra AC-10 fire down on all of our enemies. I'm just gonna do that. Have him brace up.
Holding here.
Okay, there's the ambush. Again, you can set your watch by it. Are you done? All right.
Orders.
Pontoon! Might as well send you forward to scout out the turrets for us. And hope that you don't get exploded. Strangely, you can actually take a shot with your rinky-dink medium laser. Go ahead. Give it a try.
I missed.
Yeah, I know you missed. I was watching. Okay, it's a mortar turret. That's not great.
Ready for orders.
That's actually kind of bad news for a light mech because AoE suddenly negates the value of high evasion. Stop it. Could you please just do what I want you to do? Would that be okay? Alright, let me see. I mean, I'll give you training wheels on a 72% chance you might actually hit. Holy shit. It's a fucking miracle. Would you maybe not shoot at the VTOL? That'd be cool. Let me see. File up next. Sure, let's keep the evasion high and stay moving. Okay, that looks like another mortar turret.
What can I do for you?
Let's see. CVIX, just go ahead
Going
and
turbo.
sprint forward. Do what you do best. Oh, do we actually... Okay, no, we can't. Can we shoot behind us? No? Okay, so... You know what? Give me a sensor lock. And specifically, give me a sensor lock on... this, because I suspect that's the other mortar
Sensors
turret.
locked on.
It is. Alright, outstanding. Stop it.
They're banging through my armor.
Yeah,
Got
you're on a
something you want
locust.
done?
You don't have armor, but I appreciate your candor. Also, how the fuck? Oh, it's because of the buildings. Okay, well, the original plan to pick up the Devastator is gonna have to wait because I'm gonna have to get King Bob moving, like, pronto, or he's gonna get shot down. In the meantime, we can take some pot shots at these mortar turrets and try and get them off the field.
How's it going?
It'd be going better if you guys sucked less. Just, you know, for the record.
I copy. We're money, boys and girls.
Alright, that's one less building
I'm
to
here.
spot. Oh, nice. They got buildings on both sides of the street shooting at us. Wonderful.
On my way.
Alright, well, I guess we'll just take it one at a time.
Firing.
We'll take it one at a time.
All right.
My computer loves it when I play Battletech because it's the only thing that ever forces me to shut it down. I mean... Big facts.
Orders.
Big facts. Sad, but true. I'm gonna save the hag ammo.
Acknowledge.
That was a mistake.
Commander?
I was hoping we could get enough hits with the SRMs.
Moving to position.
We did not, in fact, get enough hits with the SRM.
Roger. Flatten that one.
Alright, let's see. I want Inferno ammo. And I guess we'll throw a little bit of... You know what? I'll throw a flare. Why not? And give me that on the mortar turret.
Firing all weapons.
Standing by.
Alright, Brewster.
Roger.
Go ahead and throw the LRM-60 at this turret? Question mark? No, this turret.
Roger.
Because we can take out the other turrets with other weapon systems. Well, I was hoping the LRM-60 would do the trick,
Come,
and
Nerevar,
once again,
friend or traitor, come.
I find myself disappointed. Alright. MRM-40 Archer.
I shall overthrow the mongrel dogs of the Empire.
And overthrow them he most certainly did.
Is this how you honor the 6th house?
Commander.
Oh wait, are we stuck? Okay, no. Good. I was gonna be mad if I couldn't actually move the Devastator. Alright, let's
Confirmed.
take that out.
Target
And now they don't
destroyed.
have anybody spotting in our back line.
Hot damn. Let's do this.
Waiting for orders.
In the meantime, let's get up here. And we'll hit this turret with everything we have and hopefully actually get a kill, but probably not. Laser machine guns, not enough. Sadly, the Locust may be about to die.
Yes, Commander.
But it's not my Locust, and it's not my pilot, so I don't particularly care. Ultra AC-2 sniper turret,
Acknowledged.
alright, fair enough. Holy shit, he actually hit. That's impressive.
Commander.
Vio, up next. Let's try to get in here and finish the turret off, please. Burn it down. Alright, there we go. That's a turret down.
Give 'em everything
Excellent.
you've got. That turret is gone.
Okay, they're gonna shoot back, but that's okay. Please don't destroy the building.
Damage minimal.
I don't want to lose my bonus
ya.
because you guys don't give a shit about collateral damage.
Pedal to the metal.
Let's blast this dude with pulse lasers. Not quite enough
Come on,
damage.
Mech
Oh,
Warriors. It's
never
go
mind.
time.
I spoke too soon.
Receiving you.
Alright, King Bob, now that you don't have anybody shooting you from the back line, go ahead and pick up the Devastator, please.
Good to go.
Could wait. There we go. Thank you. Alright, now we'll keep moving.
I'm your spaniel.
You know what?
Roger.
Vergant is able to get a cheeky little shot through here. I like it. Let's do it.
Target confirmed.
I love it.
Let's go.
I love it. Good shit.
Turret destroyed. Yep.
Alright, Sarah Kick. Do you have any angle where you can get a shot? Oh. Not really? I mean, there's just that one... Nope. One
Copy
goofy angle where we can actually get the shot. We are going to use the Hag.
Copy that.
That one's gone.
Because as we have discovered, the Hag is actually
orders.
super effective against turrets.
Going full throttle.
Commander. Roger that.
Alright, there we go. Now, we just need to get somebody into the capture zone
Yes,
before they
Commander.
can land reinforcements.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
God, I forgot how
What a
fast we
grand
made
and
this.
intoxicating innocence.
I forgot how fast we made this archer.
Receiving you.
Arcos, you can't do anything, so just brace up for me. Oh, is your voice thing is picking me? Alexa, buy 500 rolls of toilet paper. Confirm purchase.
Watching my heat gauge.
Oh,
slowly go
really? Really? Is there any way I can I improve the mobility at all? Really? You're gonna leave me one hex shy of where I need to be?
down. Move into position. On it.
Man, our boys move pretty fast when they're on the road.
On the move.
Coordinates received.
Position confirmed.
Moving out.
King Bob, start moving this way. I mean, I'm
Aye,
hoping
aye.
that we can end the mission before we have a need to start
Heading out.
engaging with aircraft, but I don't know. Come on, just
Bunkering down.
God damn it. I was hoping we could finish before they got it.
Got eyes on hostile reinforcements.
But
They're heading
there's the
your way.
reinforcements. Shit. Alright, what are they? Do they get to go first? What the hell is going on?
Barely hit, Commander.
Oh, lovely. More ambushes.
It's go time.
I'm here.
Okay. Oh, never mind. We got the capture. We just gotta finish everything else. So we got a 35-ton mech. We got an unknown contact. We got another 35-ton mech. And then we've got multiple buildings full of what is supposed to be infantry, but actually ends up being a turret. Let us then go in this direction and see if we can find visual on the enemy.
Moving at full throttle.
There we go. What are we up against? We got a Hollander with the Gauss rifle, and we got a Panther with an ERPPC. Alright, fair enough. The time trigger or how close to the target? I think it triggered because I assumed that we had to get one of the trainees into the friendly zone, but apparently it's any friendly mech being in there. So basically anybody on
One
my
left
side gets the capture, and I think that's what triggered it.
Ready for orders.
Vio. Let's see. I mean, I guess I can send you off this way to go after whatever this 35-tonner is. In a 1v1, I expect Vio to win. In a 35-ton versus 35-ton, I expect Vio to have the advantage. And it looks like a wolfhound, or maybe a panther. Oh, it's another panther. It's the 10K.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Alright, with that, I'll send C-Vex as backup, though. Just in case.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, King Bob, now that you are mobile, let us keep the mobility going. And we got clean shots, so we're going to take them, even if we're not necessarily going to get a whole lot of accuracy out of
Target
it.
locked. It's go time.
Standing
Because
by.
here in just a second, Arcos is going to get to take his shot, and that's when we're going to start doing some damage.
On it. Fresh real
Never make
estate
the fight
available.
fair. I mean, anybody who chooses to fight fairly is an idiot. If you have an advantage and you don't use it, then yeah, you're failing at combat.
I'm ready.
I've said many times, that's one of the biggest complaints that I have about the concept of Bushido is
Firing on target.
if you're fighting, again, it goes back to my classic, fighting with honor
Fresh
is
real
fine,
estate
fighting
available.
for honor is stupid.
Yeah.
We don't have any shots, do we? I don't... Yeah, we don't have any shots.
Hey,
Let's see. Vergant, I don't think you're gonna be able to take out this building, honestly. I don't think you have enough raw firepower, but I'll give it a shot. I'll give you the
firing
opportunity.
on target.
Well, never mind. He had the raw
I can do this
firepower after all.
all day.
Orders.
I'm sorry I doubted you. Let's see. We're gonna go... Acid. Guided. Guided. Let her rip. Yeah, exactly, Travis. Remember too, kid. Oh no, you misunderstand, Maxit. I'm not saying that
Ready for orders.
like fighting with honor does
Roger
not
that.
mean, oh, I'm not gonna use the most powerful weapons available. That's not honorable combat. That's stupid. Honorable combat is making the death swift, not making your enemy suffer, and trying to end the conflict as quickly and with as few collateral casualties as possible. That is honorable combat. It is trying to end the fight as quickly and as efficiently as possible. That has absolutely nothing to do with, oh, you are more honorable because you fight me with sword and I have guns, so I will also use sword. Like, no, that's dumb. Exactly. Honor and fair are two different things. Also doing exactly what you said you would do. I mean, okay, here, I'll take Erst's example and I'll extrapolate it further. How many people in chat have seen the movie Major Payne? Just a 1 in chat if you've ever seen Major Payne. Okay, so a lot of people have seen Major Payne. So then you are familiar with the part in the movie where he says, I'm gonna take this foot and put it across the left side of your face. And then that's exactly what he fucking does. He takes his foot And he puts it across the left side of the guy's face. Well, technically, he hits him on the right side of the face first, and then he says, "Are you calling me a liar?" And then he puts the boot across the left side of his face, which the whole point was that was him finishing the fight. But that is, I told you that's what I was gonna do, and that's what I did. That is with honor.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come. What a grand and intoxicating innocence.
Good to go.
Wait, what?
How's it going?
What? Why can you not? You can see them. Why? Oh, you can shoot at them. Outstanding. Good. Take the shot.
Target confirmed.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
Let's get this done, team.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run around the block.
Double time. Let's go.
We're just gonna keep the evasion up. Just to fuck with them.
Good to go.
Yeah, suck medium laser, loser.
Standing by. Double time. Let's go.
Alright, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Okay? You shot your shot. I appreciate it. Didn't he kick that guy in the throat, or was it a different scene? I think that's a different scene. So I'm speaking specifically about the scene where the kids hire the biker dude to show up, and he like punches Major Payne in the face, and then he says like, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this foot right here, I'm gonna put it across the left side of your face. And so then he like hits him, and he's like, you said you were gonna kick me in the left side of my face. And then he's like, you calling me a liar? And then he kicks him in the left side of his face, and that knocks him out. Speaking of, for those that are looking for suggestions for movie night, my recommendation for movie night, Major Payne, for those that haven't seen it. Or for those that just haven't seen it in a while.
Right here.
Anyway, it is now time. Oh, no. Well, never mind. I was gonna melee, but we're not close enough to melee yet.
Position.
So instead, we're gonna charge, and we're gonna shoot him in the face.
I'm gonna give him the big bubble.
And there's some exposed structure and a couple of destroyed actuators.
Critical hit.
Have I played Phantom Brigade? I meant to, and then I never got around to it. The reason that I didn't play Phantom Brigade is because
no shooting.
I took umbrage with the way that they handled their Epic Store bribe. The fact that they basically did a rug pull on all of the early access and greenlight supporters on Steam, and we're just like, oh yeah, we know we said that we were going to release this on such and such date, and we still are, but we're going to do that on Epic, and all of you that like got us to where we were on Steam, you guys are going to have to wait a year to get the game. And that rubbed me the wrong way, so I never bought the game.
Roger. Full speed.
Because I thought that was a really shitty thing to do. Especially to, again, the people that literally got them over the finish line of their goal to be able to fund the game. Like, Epic Store did not exist when Phantom Brigade got funded. And don't get me wrong, I don't think that the money from Epic went to waste. They definitely used it to improve the game, but like, the Steam customers and the Kickstarter customers are the ones that got them where they were, and then Epic came along and said, hey, you have a lot of people that already bought your game. Want to come over to our thing so that you can keep it exclusive for us for a year? And again, that just rubbed me the wrong way.
Need something, Chief? Hauling ass.
And to me, as much as I'm a proponent of supporting indie devs, my thoughts on that matter are you took the Epic buyout, so you don't need my money.
I'm receiving you. Understood. Moving fast.
And to be fair, that's not
Okay.
like me being irrationally hateful of the Epic Store. That's just me not liking that the developers essentially fucked over their own customers. Like that's the part that I take issue with. And Swiftdraw gifting a sub to Retlock64. Swiftdraw, thank you for yet another gifted sub. The latest on Countless for the day. And of course, Retlock, welcome back into the cult of bad tactical decisions. Let's see. We don't actually have a shot at anybody. That's alright.
Waiting for orders.
Give it a turn or two and we might actually be able to shoot at somebody.
Let's move.
Naruto says Ghostbusters was the same. I would have bought it if I didn't have to wait 6 months for it to show up on Steam. I mean, to me, that's again, it gets into a deeper, thornier issue. But like, I think exclusivity is stupid to begin with. Like, I don't like the idea of exclusivity. But I like it less in situations like what Epic was doing, where they were trying to buy out games that either already had all the money that they needed and just offered them a payday to not sell on Steam for 6 months to a year, or they came in and I mean fuck, they even did it with Metro. If I was not absolutely in love with the Metro series, I would not have bought Metro Exodus because of that shit. I've said before, my great beef with Epic is not Tim Sweeney, even though he's an asshole. It's that they're trying to buy a monopoly. Like, they want to be Steam.
Roger that.
But they want to do it by just buying out developers. Like, they're not interested in winning over customers, they just want to buy out the games. Like, oh yeah, you'll have to come to us because you have no choice. Because we have all the games.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
And that's not how you build a storefront. That's not how Steam and
What a
Valve
grand and
built their
intoxicating
business
innocence.
model. They did it by catering to the customer first and bringing the games to the customer. Whereas Epic tried to do the opposite. They tried to just buy up all the developers and all the games that people wanted to play so that they would have no choice but to come to their platform to play the games. It's about as anti-consumer as you can possibly be. Like, I cannot think of a way to be more anti-consumer than that.
Engaging target.
And there goes the Hollander. And I think we got...
Tango down.
Yeah, we actually clipped that Panther with the tag as well.
Oh, it's on now.
Siftroff says, I'm gonna finish prep for the Traveler game. Curious how my players are gonna finish saving a treasure ship from pirates while pretending not to be pirates themselves. I mean, why are they pretending not to? See, look, you can't lead with that shit. Now I want to know more. That's not fair. Now I have questions. No, Wasteland. This is the third mission on this planet. It's just they keep putting us in capture base missions in an urban environment.
Standing by.
So it looks very similar, but it's not the same mission.
Affirmative. Fire in.
I await your command.
Not kicking off a rant is impossible. I mean,
Confirmed.
on the plus side, at least I kept playing the game while I was ranting instead of coming to a complete stop, which is what I normally do.
Yeah? What can I do you for?
Okay, now we can melee. Rochambeau this man.
Piece of cake. Whoa! Nice.
Suck it, nerd.
What can I do for you?
Alright, I think that Vio has got this one under control, so I'm gonna send C-Vex over here to mess with the other guy.
Going turbo.
Because if there's anybody on our Lance that can cover half the map in a single move, it's C-Vex.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
And there we go. Oh. Aw, I thought he was gonna try to melee me back, but he didn't.
Standing
That's
by.
disappointing. That is disappointing. Let me see. Oh, right, SRMs. Switch over to SRMs. Fire the missiles.
Whatever you say, boss.
I honestly, I was hoping just a little bit that
What's up,
King
Bob?
Bob was gonna get the kill on that one, but he did not. Very disappointing.
Heading out. Full speed.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, Kick. I mean, you might as well just come over
Roger
this
that.
direction and let's see what a Hag 30 does to a mostly dead Panther. I'm interested to see what effect it has on the target.
Fire. All weapons.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
One less target.
Chet, which clans have hags? Which clans have hags? Because I think that's where we're going next.
Receiving you. On the move.
Most of them? Good. Good.
Yes, Commander.
Going full throttle.
Hell's Horses invented them in 3068. Wait a minute. Then why the fuck are they in BTA other than Rule of Cool? Because it's only 3062 right now. How the fuck did that guy
Critical hit,
survive?
Commander.
Oh, well, never mind. He decided he didn't want to play. Well, there we go. That's mission accomplished.
Mission successful.
That is the moment. God, I hope that's the last mission of this chain, because I don't want to do another one of those. But, yeah, I mean, again, for all of you that were telling me you gotta get your hands on the hag, y'all were right. Good lord. Yeah, exactly. To Flashover's point, in strong bad voice, deleted. Not too bad, not too bad. We only got 75k on the collateral damage bonus. Normally they give us more than that. I don't know why they gave us less this time. It is kind of disappointing we're not getting any salvage, though. Oh, I know it's not the biggest one you can get. It's just the biggest one that we found so far. Oh, YouTube, are you doing this bullshit again? You are doing this bullshit again. Is it? I mean... Look. I understand that enshittification is a thing, and that YouTube suffers from it more than most platforms. But holy shit, man. Well, remember, Urs, the reason that we upgraded to the Hag 30 is because we just happened to get one randomly towards the very beginning of the campaign. Like, we got one at the very beginning of the campaign off of one of those random clan drops where we didn't get that much in salvage, but we got the Hag 30. And so when we finally picked up the Hag 20, that's what reminded me that we had the 30. And then that was when we were like, well... But now I'm kind of like... Maybe we should use the Hag 20 as well. I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. I don't know if I have it in me to do 3 more of those missions. Like, I'd be more willing to continue if there was any variation at all. But like, there's 16 days left. And there's 5 days in between operations. Which means... No, don't get me wrong, Ernst. I'm not complaining that it's free money. I'm just complaining about the monotony of it. And here's why. Because we're not getting salvage, which means nothing new in the mech bay. There are only 1 skull missions, which means we're not getting anything in that regard either. Because the money is crap. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not mad that we're making money, but we're making crap money on 1 skull missions. And we're not even able to get experience for all of our people because we have to take 3 NPCs on every mission. So like, it's the same map, basically. It's the same mission type over and over again. Like, it's doing literally the exact same thing 6 or 7 times in a row. So, what I might do, chat, and I know I promised you guys some longer streams, what I might do is, I think I'm gonna call the stream here, but what I'm gonna do is, in between streams, I will play through these 3 missions. Because it's something that I can do kind of in between, like I can just play 1 mission in an evening when I'm listening to a podcast or something. So I can get these 3 missions out of the way, and then when we come back next week to the stream, we'll have some more freedom. We can go and actually do something else. Because it's not just boring for me, but I don't want it to be boring for you guys. Because, like, the thing that kind of really triggered me on that was when Wasteland came back, and he was like, oh, is this the same mission? And then I realized, I was like, yeah, it basically is. It's kind of the same mission. Like, I wouldn't mind doing it once or twice, but this is like 6 or 7 times back to back. No mech lab, though. I mean, we could do some mech-based stuff. We could do some mech-based stuff. We did buy a heavy Gauss. Make it a YouTube exclusive. Oh, no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to you guys. Let me see. What do we have that's gonna have a ballistic torso? Let's see. I'm gonna try something here, Chad. Hold on. Well, Wasteland, don't get me wrong. I'm not blaming you. I'm just, like, I'm saying that's the thing that made me realize that we literally spent, like, the last 2.5 hours just doing the same mission over and over again. Let me see. If we go for the Gauss, and I did a heavy Gauss. Not permitted in this location. Okay, so if we did heavy Gauss in the torso, we could definitely do it. But we'd have to do it on this thing. So the heavy Gauss is 18 tons. Let's see. There it is. So are we making a discount big iron? Wait a minute. Chet. Immune to self-knockdown. So does that... I'm genuinely curious. Does the heavy Gauss override the immunity to self-knockdown? Or have they somehow given the baseline Hollander a way to be immune to the heavy Gauss knockdown? Probably not intentionally. Will it fit with... I don't think it'll fit with an XL engine. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do, Chet. I gotta know. I gotta know if we can do it. I have to know. Oh, it'll fit. It might fit. I think... Okay. We might be able to make this work. Now, here's the thing, though. If I do this... Okay. Okay, here we go. Look. Here, I'm fucking pointing at the stream. Okay, so if you read towards the bottom there, it says the base self-knockdown chance on this weapon is 65%. So it counts the weapon knockdown as self-knockdown. But the leg actuators, the reinforced legs, literally say this unit is immune to self-knockdown checks. So does that then mean that this thing is immune to knocking itself down with the heavy Gauss? Because that's the way I'm reading it. I mean, we could get in and it ends up knocking us over for sure, but like... Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna have to fix the heavy Gauss in between streams. I'm gonna have to fix the heavy Gauss in between streams. Because right now, it has a max range of 390. And it should have a max range of almost double that. Now... Are we really gonna marry King Bob and Crappy at the hip? How many free slots are in the left arm? Don't tell me I can't do it. Don't you fucking tell me I can't do it. 'Cause I'll prove you wrong. Alright, how much ammo do we actually have for heavy Gauss? We had like 4 bins, right? Yeah, we got 4 bins. Oh god, it's only 4 shots each. Chad, I don't think we can. I think that's how they balanced it. I think that's how they balanced it. They gave it immunity to self-knockdown. Dropping the lower arm actuator isn't going to do anything because it doesn't weigh anything. They don't weigh anything. But, oh, I see what you're saying. It gives us critical slots, though. I see what you're saying. Okay, okay. I see. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Hold on, hold on. So we can put in 1 ton of heavy Gauss ammo. Technically, we have enough critical slots to put in 2, or maybe even more. The most that we could put in would be 3. I mean, I could even put it in the torso because technically Gauss ammo isn't volatile, so it doesn't explode. The only problem is if the engine gets blown up, then it's going to take the ammo with it, so it's better to spread the ammo out. Put some in the head too, just for fun. 4 big-ass slugs. How little armor is he getting? Oh, no. No. You're misunderstanding. What we do is we plug in a fucking Irby engine into this thing. That's how we fix that problem. It's a 1-2. This is what I mean when I say, are we really going, because we're gonna have to marry King Bob to Crappy. There is no way this platform works without the fucking VTOL. 3 more heat sinks for the engine. I mean, they don't weigh anything, so do we have the crit slots for them? That's gonna be the question. I don't think we do. Yeah, we don't have the fucking crit slots. That's the thing that's gonna kill the design. Fuck. Wait, hold up. We have Clan Pharaoh. It takes less critical slots. Okay, there we go. Alright, Travis, thanks for hanging out with us as always. We'll see if we can make this work. We'll see if we can make it work. I mean, technically, because the Clan Pharaoh gives us a little bit more weight, I could do some goofy shit. I could do some goofy shit. I mean, that's a heavy Gauss on a 35-ton mech with 16 rounds of shooting. I mean... Again, this will be more effective because the Heavy Gauss, again, right now only has a 390. But I can change it. I can go in and modify the game files to reflect its actual tabletop maximum range. Chat, this is probably the stupidest fucking thing we've ever done, and I'm absolutely in love with it. Hold on. I gotta see if I can do this. Hold on. You didn't just listen to the music for a second. Let's see if I can do this. I don't normally condone this shit, but I gotta do it. Hold on. And I apologize if this doesn't work. Get... All right, let me see if this is gonna work. Let me see if it's gonna work. Hold on, Jason. Please enter some text. I did. Would you fucking stop? I don't think it's gonna let me do it. I don't think it's gonna let me do it. Yeah, it's not. Okay. Wait. One more. I gotta try one more. Okay, let me try this. I apologize if this comes out terribly. Yeah, okay, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Anyway, chat, what I was gonna do, even though I don't condone the use of AI, I was trying to find an AI voice generator for Dagoth Ur's voice, specifically to do as Urst has done and pronounced our boys husband and husband. But unfortunately, all of the Dagoth Ur voice things, where you can just type it into the browser, they all have a character limit of like 60 characters, so I can't actually have them say it. But that's what I was trying to do. Anyway, chat. So are we doing this? Is this... I assume that King Bob and Crappy are on board with this and they're happy with the plan to essentially, like, they just live together now. Yeah, I mean, that's all of it was. That's all of it was. It was basically just, oh, give us money for more than 60 characters. And I was like, fuck yourself with the claw end of a rake. How about that? They form Voltron. Yeah, I mean, greater than the sum of their parts. Yeah, again, this is with the caveat that I'm going to go into the game files, I'm going to edit the heavy Gauss so that it has the correct range brackets, so that it will actually be usable at more than point-blank range. And Jolly Joyride says, I'll see you later. Alright, well, thanks for hanging out, Joyrides. And hopefully we will catch you on the next one. Also, I apparently missed Swiftdraw 30 minutes ago, gifting a sub to New Rooter. Wait, Rooter as in, like, somebody who sucks poop at a septic tanks? Or does Rooter mean something else now? Anyway, thank you, Swiftdraw, for another gifted sub. And New Rooter, welcome into the cult of bad tactical decisions. But anyway, chat, I think we're going to confirm this, first of all, before I hit the wrong button. It's going to take 12 days to make it happen, which means that these boys are not going to get to enjoy their honeymoon until probably most of the way through this operation. However, like I said, what I'm going to do is, in between streams, I'm going to play through the remaining 3 missions on this timetable so that you guys don't have to sit there and watch me play literally the same mission 3 more times. And then when we come back on the next stream, we'll have some freedom to do other missions, take jobs from other people, and of course, play around with this new ball of Mech Bay heresy that we've just created. Now, a router like you've spelled at Wasteland would be like a network router. But router with 2 O's, at least here in the South, is yeah, it's the honey truck. They're the folks that go out and pump the septic tank. Oh, don't worry, Crappy. I'm just gonna play through the 3 missions, so I'm not gonna have you guys using this, because obviously I want to put it on stream so you guys can watch the debut. So that everybody can watch Crappy and King Bub go on their honeymoon together. So I want to thank you guys for coming to hang out with me on a Sunday. The world is a roller coaster of challenges, one of which I just got over. And we don't all have a lot of time on this planet, so I appreciate you guys coming to spend some time with me and with the community here. Again, there's a million places you could have been, a million things you could have been doing, but you choose to spend that time here with us, and I appreciate you for it. Whether you were here for 5 minutes or 5 hours, every single one of those minutes is precious, and I appreciate every single one of them. For those of you that went the extra mile to donate, to gift subs, to resub, to gift the Bezos bucks, again, you don't have to do that. It's not an expectation. It's not a requirement to be a part of this community, but if you chose to go that extra mile, I cannot express my gratitude enough, because without you guys, none of this would be possible. So thank you for supporting me, supporting the stream, and of course, supporting the community, because you guys are the community. The donkeys of the cult of bad tactical decisions are what make this whole endeavor what it is and what it's worth. So again, thank you guys for being here and for making all this possible. And here at the end, I want to remind you, like I always do, that your life has value, and that the world is a better place with you in it. Never let anyone tell you otherwise, and I'll see you next time.